Good morning. Today I am going to teach you the lesson on the face of it. Already I have made my first part of the video in it, and today I am going to teach you the remaining part of this lesson. This drama is written by Susan Hill, and in this lesson we are having two major characters, Mr. Lamb and a small boy. Now both are handicapped. Mr. Lamb teaches Derry to make his life meaningful. He teaches him that he should have positive thinking in his life. He should have positive attitude of life, and hence he told him that he should live his life peacefully without paying attention on the other, because Derry, his face was burned by acid. So people used to stare at him, people used to look at him. He was neglected in the society. Mr. Lamb taught him how he should have positive attitude in life. He should not care for anybody, and he also taught him that to lead his life in a positive manner. So now I'm going to do the explanation. Now I should discuss some of the main points of the lesson. That Derry climbs over the garden wall and enters Mr. Lamb's garden. And he enters into Mr. Lamb's garden without taking permission from Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb, he met him in the garden, and Derry feels embarrassed. He thinks that without taking his permission, he had entered into the garden of Mr. Lamb. So he felt a bit embarrassed. Well, Mr. Lamb, instead of scolding him, he offers to give crab apples to Derry, and he told him no need to feel shy. Derry gets panicky, but Mr. Lamb comforts him. Derry says that people fear him because of his ugly face, as he had a burned face. One side of his face got burned as a bottle of acid fell over it. Derry suffers from a complex. He remains lonely and avoids people. He can't stand the uncharitable remarks of the people aimed at him. Mr. Lamb advises him that he can lock up himself in a room forever. He must shut up his ears and stop listening to what others say of him. So, in this way, he is telling to lock himself in a room forever, and what type of locking he should do? He must shut up his ears and stop listening to what others are saying to him. Mr. Lamb also teaches him that he has two eyes, ears, and legs. He has got a tongue and brain. Mr. Lamb himself has a leg, but he doesn't bother. He takes life as it comes. He doesn't mind children calling him Lammy Lamb. Derry should follow him. If he works hard, he can be like others. He can even outshine the rest. So, this is the main theme, that don't listen to the other people. Have a positive attitude in your life. Whatever the bad thing is said, is saying something to you, just shut your ears. Just shut your ears, and just use your brain in thinking something else. Derry should follow him. If he works hard, he can be like other. In fact, he can outshine others. Derry goes back home. He promises Mr. Lamb to come back. Mr. Lamb says that people generally promise him, but they never come back. Now, let's see what happened. Now, Derry is telling to Mr. Lamb about himself, that how he got burned and why he avoid people, why everybody stares him, why he is considered as the ugly person. Okay, so and I think for the first time Derry is sharing his feeling to some other person. Now he say that people always neglect me, people always pretend that they don't want to understand me. And if anybody see him, he felt upset. If anybody used to tell him that why he was born, then he used to feel upset. In fact, people had neglected him a lot till now. They don't want to stay with him, they don't want to talk to him. So he was feeling lonely in this world. Now Mr. Lamb say that how you got burned in a fire. For the first time, Mr. Lamb asked a very personal question to Derry, that how he was burned in a fire. Now Derry replied, "Not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face." Now Derry told him that um, he got acid all down at one side of his face, and burned that portion of his face. It ate my face, it ate me up, and now it's like this, and it won't ever be any different. That's why he told me the one of the portion of my face was completely damaged, and my face, everybody wanted to talk to me, everybody keeps on staring me. And this he shared with Mr. Lamb. "No, aren't you interested? You're a boy who came into the garden. Plenty do. I'm interested in anybody, anything. There's nothing God made that doesn't interest me. Look over there, over beside the far wall. What can you see?" Now Lamb is telling that you should love anything which the God has made. Now he's telling, what are you seeing on the other beside the far wall? So he is telling rubbish. Now Mr. Lamb is telling rubbish. Look, boy. Now Dairy is telling, I can see grass, I can see stuff and weeds. Now Mr. Lamb is saying, some call them weeds. If you like them, a weed garden. But there is fruit and there are flowers and trees and herbs. So he is telling you, you have to look, you have to see the views, because in this garden weeds are also there, fruits are also there, flowers are also there, beautiful trees are there, herbs are there. But what is your view of seeing it? Are you seeing it as only the wheat garden, or you are seeing it as a beautiful green growing plant called a weed and other flower? So which type of garden you are thinking? What is the difference? You are thinking that this is only a weed seed, or you are thinking that this is a beautiful garden with lot of flowers, other plants, and so many things. So it depends what you think, how you manages your life, how you think about your life. Dairy, we are not the same. Mr. Lamb, I'm old, you are young. So Miss Dairy told me, but we are not the same. That means some people see that it is only a weeds garden, some people see that it is only a garden of beautiful flowers and grass and all the beautiful natural thing which we found in a garden. Dairy, we are not the same. Mr. Lamb told, yes, we are not the same. I'm old, you're young. You have got a burnt face, I've got a tin leg. Not important. You are standing there, I'm sitting here. Where is the difference? Dairy, why have you got it a tin leg? Now Dairy is asking the most personal question to him, that why he got his tin leg. Real one got blown off years back. Now he told me, my years ago my leg was blown off, and the children also teases me lammy lamb, but I don't care. Some kids say, haven't you heard them? You will lammy lamb, it fit doesn't trouble me. Now Dory said, but you can put on trousers and cover it up, and no one sees, they don't have to notice and stare. Now Daddy said, but one thing you can do, you can cover that tin leg so that no one can see and ask you question, and they can stare you and have a very uneasy feeling. Mr. Lamb told, some do, some don't. They get tired of it in the end. There's plenty of other things to stare at. Dairy, like my face. Not Mr. Lamb, as he told that there's so many things to stare at. So Dairy continued that, like my face. Mr. Lamb, he just twisted away the talk. He told, like crab, apples, or the wheat, or a spider climbing up a silken ladder, or my tall sunflower. So I told you, why don't you talk? Why are you talking only about your face? Why can't you talk that people may look at crab apples or the weeds or a spider climbing up a silky ladder or my sunflower? Dairy. Things. Mr. Lamb, it's all relative beauty and the beast. What's that supposed to mean? You tell me. You do not think they haven't all told me that fairy story before. It is not what you look like, it is what you are inside. So, Derry is giving the reference of his story, and Mr. Lamb is asking Derry that you do not think they haven't all told me that fairy story before. It's not what you look like, it's what you are inside. Handsome is as handsome. Beauty loved the monstrous beast for himself, and when she kissed him, he changed into a handsome prince. So he told me sometime monsters here is a ugly person. Monster here means horrible person. So he's telling once a beauty loved a horrible beast for himself, but when she kissed him, he changed into a handsome prince. Only he would not, he would have stayed a monster beast. I won't change. So children, Mr. Lamb is encouraging dairy. He tells ki there are many time you can see it is written in the book also, Beauty and the Beast, that it was a princess, it was a beauty that kissed that ugly soldier, monstrous beast and horrible beast, and who had turned into a very handsome prince. So um, only he would not, he would have stayed a monster beast. I won't change. Now what reply did Derry give? He told he changed because he was a monster beast, but nobody is going to kiss me and I won't change. My face will remain same. Even if somebody will kiss me, I will remain the same boy, the boy with a burned face. Mr. Lamb, in what way? No, you won't. Mr. Lamb took, no, it's not like that. It is your thinking that you are making it to seem like that. Dairy. But the fact is what he tells. And no one will kiss me ever. Only my mother, and she kisses me on the other side of my face. Now, children, Dairy was very sad. He told very sadly to that old man, Mr. Lamb. He told he nobody would like to kiss me. Only mother she kissed me, and dad she kisses me on the other side of my face. And he told he I know why she is doing that day, because it is a duty to love a mother. It is a duty of a mother to kiss a child to show her affection. And so she is doing only, she is performing her duty. If she had a true love with me, she should have kissed on both of my cheeks. And he telling being a child, why should I like that? I don't care if nobody ever kisses me. That means she used to kiss him deliberately. She did not actually want to kiss him on his that cheek which was burned, and this Dairy understood. Mr. Lamb, ah, but do you care if you never kiss them? What? Girls, pretty girls, long hair and large eyes, people you love. Now Mr. Lamb is asking Dairy, but if you will not kiss them, that will, and you will really care for that. Now Dairy is asking what? Mr. Lamb, girls, pretty girls, long hair and large eyes, people you love. Dairy, who would let me? Not one. Mr. Lamb, who can tell? Dairy, I won't ever look different when I'm as old as you. I will look the same. I will still only have half a face. Now Dairy is telling that ha- he had only half a face, and his face will never change. Even if he will grow old, his face will never change. He will remain, he will grow old, but his face will not change. He will have burned completely at the other side of his face. He will be having a burned cheek. Dairy. I won't ever look different when I'm as old as you. Now he's telling me I will. It will not make any difference to me. Whatever I am. I would look after some time also like that. And he is telling I will still only have a half face. So he's telling, but I know my face will never change. Mr. Lamb, so you will, but the word won't. He told you will never change, but the word will change. The word got a whole face and the word there to be looked at. Now he told ki, yes, nobody will look at, but there are many people who would be looked by some other people in the word. Derry. Do you think this is the word, this old garden? Mr. Lamb, when I'm here, not the only one, but the word as much as anywhere. Now, yes, Jerry is telling that what Mr. Lamb think this is the only word, or for him the word is this beautiful garden also, this beautiful grass is also there, so many things of natural is a word for him. Dairy. Mm, do you think this is the word, this old garden? Now Mr. Lamb replied, yes, this is also a word for me. When I am here, this is my only word. I enjoy the beautiful things of nature. Now Mr. Lamb want to tell Dairy that if people is not caring you, if the pretty girls are not caring you, and even if your mother is not kissing you, she is kissing only that side of the face which is not burned. So you have to look now into another word, the another word you enjoy with the word of nature, like I am enjoying here. This garden is my whole world. Dairy. Does your leg hurt you? Now he's telling you, okay, this garden you are enjoying, but if some people will look at your leg which is blown off, don't you feel hurt if they will ask you, Mr. Lamb? Tin doesn't hurt, boys. Now he tell ki I am not hurt with this my tin leg. Whatever I am, I have accepted it. If the word is not accepting, what can I do? So you can see how he is encouraging this boy, Mr. Lamp. He is encouraging him and he is telling that we should not be disappointed. Doesn't want us, okay, if they are staring at you because you are not having a good face, and if they are making a fun also of your good face, you can't help it. It's better you should divert your mind to something else, like I have done. I have taking interest in gardening. My word is this only. It is not my it is not my leg which is made of tin. Mr. Lamb, tin doesn't hurt, boy. When it came off, did it? Now Miss Dairy Tulki, but when it came off from your body, that leg, after bombardment, then did it hurt you? Mr. Lamb, tin doesn't hurt, boy. No, he told me tin never hurts to me. When it came off, did it? Certainly. Now he told me when sometimes the tin comes from your body, then what? Then you get hurt? He told, yes, I get it. Certainly I get hurt. Dairy. And now, I mean where the tin stops at the top. And Mr. Lamp is telling now and then it's in wet weather, it doesn't signify, or that's something else they all say. Look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cry and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. Now, children, this dialogue is told by Derry. Now, what he is telling, oh, that's something else they all say. Look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cry and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. Now Dale is telling कि whatever the word you are saying, that word is quite different from our word. Now he's telling that just look at those people who are in pain and brave and never cry and never complains and feel sorry for themselves. Mr. Lamb, I haven't said it. Derry. And think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf, or have to live in a wheelchair, or be daft in your head and dribble. Now, Mr. is telling that, oh, that's something else they all say. Look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. Now, Dairy is telling that there are many people I know who never cry, who are in pain and brave and never cry, and they never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't feel sorry because Dairy is telling that something else. They also look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cries and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. Mr. Lamb, I haven't said it. So, children, there's JD is sharing his feeling, which is an anguish with Mr. Lamb. Is telling that look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cries and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. So there is telling there are many people who never feel sorry for themselves, who never complain with what they get in their life, and they are a bit brave also. Mr. Lamb, I haven't said it. Mr. Lamb told I haven't said something like that. Dairy, and think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf or have to live in a wheelchair or be daft in your head and dribble. Now, there is telling that Mr. Lamb said, I haven't said it. Dairy is telling, and think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf, or have to live in a wheelchair, or be daft in your head and dribble. Daft is foolish, insane, or crazy. Dribble means to run, to run. Mr. Lamb. And that's all true, and you know it won't make my face change. He's okay, whatever way the reason my face will never change, it will remain the same, one side completely burned. Do you know, one day a woman went by me in the street. So he's sharing a very emotional talk, a very sad feeling to Mr. Lamb. He's telling, one day when I was going, a woman went by me in the street. A woman, she went by me in the street. I was at a bus stop and I was standing at a bus stop, and she was with another woman. That woman was with another woman, and she looked at me and she said, whispered, only I heard her. She said, look at that's terrible thing. That's face only a mother could love. Children, she had told a very pinching word. She told me that that face is completely not what to say, the one side of the face was completely burned, and he's telling that is the whole face is looking very terrible or horrible, and that face only a mother could love. So Mr. Lamb is saying, so you believe everything you hear then? Now Mr. Lamb is telling you, whatever they have said you have believed. Dairy, it was cruel. Now Dairy told me they should not have told like that. It was a very cruel part. They have told this thing that this face only a mother could love, this burnt face. Mr. Lamb, maybe not meant as such as something said between them. So Mr. Lamb is asking, you must have, they must have something told something else to you, but which you might not have listened. So without listening and knowing the whole thing, you cannot judge anybody like that. Dairy, oh no, I've heard a lot of things. Now Dairy is saying, not only that, I have heard a lot of things. And Mr. Lamb also told him that the only thing you ever heard anyone say in your life. Now he's telling you, you heard all those things which is said about you. Why don't you neglect all those things which is said about you? Like this woman had said that face is only a mother could love. Dairy. Oh no, I've heard a lot of things. Mr. Lamb. So now you keep your eyes shut. Dairy, you are peculiar. You say peculiar things. You ask questions I don't understand. Now, Dairy was very much what to say, was not knowing what to do with Mr. Lamb. Should he thank him for giving a nice advising, or should he um, go, because he haven't heard all this, all lot of things which is said by Mr. Lamb. Dairy, you are peculiar. You say peculiar thing. You ask question I don't understand. Mr. Lamb, I like to talk, have company. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to stop here at all. The gate is open. Now, what Dairy is saying, you are peculiar. You say peculiar thing and you ask question. I don't understand. Now, Dairy is telling you sometime you ask question also, which it is very not for me to. I cannot understand those questions. Mr. Lamb is telling, I like to talk, have company. You don't have to answer question. You don't have to stop. Gate is open. Now, Mr. Lamb told him, if you, I like to talk and I want to have company. If you don't have to answer questions, you don't have to stop here. And he's told, if you don't want to stay here, the gate is open for you, dearie. But yes, but Mr. Lamb, I have a hive of bees behind those trees over there. Some hear bees and they say bees buzz. But when you listen to bees for a longer time, they hum, and hum means sing. I hear them singing my bees. Now he's telling that Mr. Lamb is telling that I've got a hive of bees also behind those trees over there. Some hear bees and they say bees buzzing. Many person come to his garden and they only says that how nice the nature is looking. The bees is buzzing. But when you listen to bees for a longer while, they hum and human means sing. I hear them singing my bees. So they told only hum, and what they told, the hum means here sing. I hear them singing my bees, dairy. But I like it here. I came in because I liked it when I looked over the wall. Now dairy said, I came to your garden without taking your permission. And I came here because I thought that nobody lives here, and when I looked over the wall, I came in because I liked it when I looked over the wall. Now what Dairy has looked upon the wall? He looked over the wall whether that garden is empty or somebody else is there, though he cannot see the old man, but he was looking as if that when I looked over the wall, that but I like it. I came in because I liked it when I looked over the wall, and if you would seen me, you would not have come. Now, Mr. Lamb asked a question that you have seen me. I was sleeping in my when you came here. No, children, Mr. Lamb is telling to Dairy here that the bees they make a sound. What type of sound they make? People say bees buzz. But when you listen to bees for a longer time, so to many people it buzz, that buzzing noise is not liked by the people. But he is telling that when you listen to bees for a longer time, then you will not say buzz, you will say hum. You will say hum means sing. And I also hear them singing in my garden. So you see, there are two types of people. The same sound is coming to the that people who are telling bees buzzes. They are the people of negative thought. But to me, a very nice sound of bees comes to me, and I call it the singing of the bees. So some people say that the bees buzz, but I say it is a nice humming of the bees or the singing of the bees, and which shows that a person should have a positive attitude of life. Dairy, but I like it here. I came in because I liked it when I looked over the wall. Now Dairy is telling, but I like it here. I came it because I liked it when I looked over the wall. He told me, but when I came it, I liked your garden very much. If you would seen me, you would not have come in. Mr. Lamb told, you like my garden, but you came, but you did not see me. Even if you would have seen me, that my leg, he told that I came to your garden because my leg automatically came over the wall, and through that wall I entered the garden because I like it. Mr. Lamb, if you would seen me, you would have not have come. Now Mr. Lamb told him a question. If you would have find it earlier, then you would not have come. Dairy, no. Mr. Lamb, no. Dairy, it would have been trespassing. So Dairy told, then since I came deliberately here, and you would have called that I have been intruding to your garden, or I have been taken illegal entry to your garden. Mr. Lamb, that's not why. That's not why. Dairy, I don't like being near people when they stare when I see them being afraid of me. Now Dairy is sharing one more thing. Is telling you, though you have passed many lecture, you have told that it is very easy to forget, but it is not a very easy thing to forget. When they stare and when I see them being afraid of me, I don't like that the people should be near me. Mr. M, you could lock yourself up in a room and never leave it. There was a man who did that. He was afraid, you see, of everything. You have got two arms, two legs, and eyes and ears. No, I'm here. You see of everything, everything in this world. A bus might run him over, or a man might breathe deadly germs onto him, or a donkey might kick him to death, or lightning light strike him down, or he might love a girl and the girl would leave him, and he might slip on a banana skin and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their heads off. So he went into his room and locked the door and got into his bed and stayed there. Now he is telling about a man, okay, that whatever he is telling, everything in this world, a bus might run him over, or a man might breathe deadly germs onto him, or a donkey might kick him to death, or lightning might strike him down, or he might love a girl and the girl would leave him, and he might slip on a banana skin and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their heads off. So he went into his room and locked the door and got into his bed and stayed there. Dairy, forever. Lamb, for a while. Dairy, then what? Mr. Lamb, a picture fell off the wall on his head and killed him. Now, children, here I end the part of the video by saying that lot of obstacles will be there. Lot of obstacle will be there, but you have to cross it. You don't have to bother about it. You have to don't look. You don't have to turn and look at those obstacles at the back. You have to see a new life ahead. Now that's all. Next I will, when the other part I will be explaining in the other video. So thank you and have a nice day ahead.